Hi, I'm Lisa Tomey-Zonneveld, and I'm so happy to be a part of Black Poetry Day. This was a brainstorm of folks at the Gardner Neuro Institute. We wanted to do something to recognize Black poets, and so we chose Black Poetry Day. And I've been so thrilled with all of the submissions that have come through for this, and I just got done uploading everybody's, and then I thought, oh, I need to do my own. So I am going to select my favorite Black poet, and that is Gwyndolyn Brooks. Let me tell you a little bit about Miss Brooks. Well, when I took a poetry class back in 2000 and maybe 6 or 7, we studied one of Gwyndolyn Brooks' poems, We Real Cool. This was followed by a meeting where she was the featured Pulitzer Prize winning poet. And she was also the first Black woman to be named Poet Laureate of the United States. She wrote over 20 books of poetry as well as other works, including a novel. And I'd like to select her poem, The Bean Eaters, for my choice of one of my favorite ones of her poems. So this is The Bean Eaters by Gwyndolyn Brooks. They eat beans mostly, this old yellow pair. Dinner is a casual affair, plain chipware on plain and creaking wood, tin flatware. Two who are mostly good, two who have lived their day, but keep on putting on their clothes and putting things away. And remembering with twinklings and twinges as they lean over the beans in their rented back room that is full of beads and receipts and dolls and cloths, tobacco crumbs, faces, and fringes. It was from 1963 by Gwyndolyn Brooks. And that was on the source of the Poetry Foundation and is a part of the estate of Gwyndolyn Brooks. Now I'm going to read my poem in response to Gwyndolyn Brooks' poem, as we're asked to do, write something that would be an after poem. So here we go. It's called Beans and Rice. Dressing the table simply with each day's dishes. No need for pompous ways or grandiose wishes. They rather like the mix of flora and fauna, cracking added to the characters of their plates. Living the life of goodness much of the time, each day lived to the best it can be. No fuss or gussy ways, simple appreciating what they have, regarding it as such. As they recall, remembered the efforts and gloss of the sweat-beaded days, as they taste the goodness in their humble givings of beans and rice, they look about their rental home, doilies, fringes, rickracs, and braided toys, a crank engine, hair saver, and celluloid doll. And this is the life of the tin roof rich. Thank you. Hi. For my next poem, I would actually like to dedicate a poem to Toni Morrison. She was not as much of a poetry writer as she was a novelist. However, I did find some poems that were written by her, and I'd like to read one of them. But first, let me tell you a little bit about Toni Morrison. She was a Nobel and Pulitzer Prize winning American novelist, and among her best known novels are The Bluest Eye, Song of Solomon, Beloved, and A Mercy. And the poem that she wrote is called The Perfect Ease of Grain. The perfect ease of grain, time enough to spill the flavor of a woman carried through the rain. Honey-talked tongues, down-home dreams, I rushed by shapely prayer. Evening lips part to hush, questions raised at dawn. The melon yields another slice, fingers understand. Ecstasy becomes us all, red cherries become jam. Deep juvenile sleep, a whistle trace, white shorelands in green air. Welcome doors oiled open, when goodbye is so long, the perfect poise of grain, time enough to spill the flavor of a woman remembered on a train. And my poem is called Souls for Loaves. In gratitude for souls who wish to share their words, making life treasured by simply placing their thoughts in ways that challenge our lives. She speaks of the grains, simply stated yet so poised, touching deepest thoughts and making the soul wonder if there's more to this blessed life. Weaving rich entwined wheats, own natural beauty, designed to enrich more than the stomach but souls, as the heart strengthens its match. Thank you so much for this opportunity to read these poems for Black Poetry Day. It's important to remember history, and it's important to keep making history. And let's make a history of peace and love, joy, sisterhood, brotherhood. Let's all try to get along with one another. Lisa Tomey-Zonneveld. I'm a writer, a poet, an artist, a publisher, among other things, and most importantly, a mother. And thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.